What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I'm here today to give you guys a review of the New Balance 1906R or 1906D in the Refined Future Pack in this Turtledove colorway. Today's video is brought to you by Heffelux. When it comes to sneakers, comfort is king. So when you buy a pair of shoes and find out they're uncomfortable, one of the easiest fixes is to swap the insoles. So that's where Heffelux comes into play. If you check out their website, which I've linked down below in the description box, you'll see they sell a variety of eTPU insoles, which really is the same material you'll find inside Adidas Boost. And Heffelux is a brand that I find to be extremely comfortable. I've been rocking with them way before they even started sponsoring this channel. So if you guys are interested to try a pair for yourself, be sure to use the code SEANGO at checkout to get 15% off your entire purchase. So this right here is another colorway from New Balance's 1906R Refined Future Pack. Releasing alongside 3 other colorways, one of which, the Castle Rock colorway, I also reviewed on my channel previously, but all 4 pairs I picked up last week over at Oneness, and they retailed there for a price of $160 US or $195 here in Canada. The colorway for this shoe is Turtledove and black, and the style code is M1906DB. And like I mentioned in my previous video, it seems like New Balance is giving any shoe that's been given this refined future or protection pack treatment the initial D, which probably means distressed or deconstructed. So that's why this shoe is being referred to as the 1906D. So diving into the details of this shoe, just like any other pair in the Refined Future Pack style, this pair is given that ripped up aesthetic where we have these asymmetrical overlays of suede, which gives the shoe an imperfect look to it. So the base layer of the shoe is covered in a cream colored mesh, and we have this synthetic overlay on top of this with the outline of the New Balance and logo in silver. Overlaid on top of the toe box, we have a combination of more of a flat cream suede and a shaggy and long-haired suede on top of that, and this feels like a very thick cut of suede to the touch. So moving downwards, you'll see we have a combination of more of that flat suede and this long-haired suede, along with more exposed mesh underneath. And then the middle 2 eyelets are constructed out of a gray colored nylon, and it's covered with a layer of reflective silver 3M. And these 2 eyelets slide through the New Balance N logo, which is found on the side of the shoe. And this is New Balance's N-Lock technology, which is a technology that gives you added support and lockdown on the midfoot area of the shoe, as these 2 straps run down to the base of the shoe. So when you tighten up your laces, it cinches up the entire midfoot area. Moving downwards, we have more of that long-haired suede and more of that flatter suede again. And on the lateral side only, we have a synthetic leather overlay, which is also done in this ripped up style, and we have 1906D branding done in black. Surrounding the bottom of the shoe, we have a cream colored TPU heel clip with NB branding in black, and this helps to give you additional structure and support for the back end of the shoe. As for the laces, so these only come with 1 lace option, and they're just your standard flat style lace done in this cream color. Underneath this, the tongue is primarily constructed out of that same cream colored mesh, but we have this large synthetic leather overlay running down the tongue, and we have another reflective 3M layer in the middle, and on the top we have New Balance running branding. So the interior of the shoe is lined in a black colored mesh, which contrasts the exterior of the shoe very strongly. As for the insoles, so these come with an Ortholite branded insole, but the foam layer is covered in a mesh layer on top, and we have New Balance 1906D branding stamped on the heel. So the upper of the shoe sits atop the same midsole you'll see on the 2002R, both of which adopted the original midsole from the 860 V2 silhouette. So this midsole is crafted using Absorb and Absorb SBS technology, and it's painted primarily in this black color. On the heel, we also have New Balance's Energy technology, and you can see these gel-like pillars done in this gray color, and this is there to help with impact protection and shock absorption. And then finally, turning this pair over to the bottom, so here we have a black rubber outsole. We still have that same diamond-shaped traction pattern on the forefoot, along with these grooves on the forefoot to give you added flexibility. And underneath the rubber, we have a black colored TPU shank plate, which is what New Balance calls their stability web technology, and this is there to help with torsional rigidity and midfoot support. So that breaks down the look and the construction of this pair. And for those wondering about sizing, so I'm a true size 10 on Brannick device, slightly on the wider side, and historically I wear a size 10 in the 2002R and the 1906R as well. And some people have said for past colorways of the 1906R, they fit a little bit more snug than the 2002R, so I know some people have opted to go up a half size. But I feel like for this specific version, and this is probably the case for all 4 colorways in this pack, they fit a little bit more roomy and a bit more generous in the toe box. So for me, it wasn't big enough that I'd want to go a half size down in these. Sticking true to size with this shoe still felt very comfortable for me. It's more so if you're kind of in between sizes, then I'd probably recommend you go down to the smaller size if you prefer more of a snug one-to-one fit. To give you guys a point of comparison, so I got these in a size 10, but I usually go down to a 9.5 in a lot of made in USA New Balance shoes like the 992, 993, the 990 V3, V4, V5, and V6. And in comparison, I stick true to size or a size 10 in this shoe, the 2002R, and a lot of made in UK models like the 991, 1500, and the 1530. Moving on to the comfort, so this shoe feels just like any other 1906R, which basically feels identical to the 2002R as well. It's a very comfortable sneaker on foot, in fact one of my favorites when it comes to New Balance's portfolio. It gives you a good balance of softness and cushioning while still giving you support and structure. So it's a pair that I can wear for many hours in a day without pain or fatigue in the arches of my feet. And with the upper of this 1906D, the suede and the mesh felt very soft and broken in straight out of the box. So there's not going to be any break-in time required. Right from the moment you wear these, they're going to feel very soft and broken in, and they're going to form to your feet perfectly. Finally, in terms of the overall quality and the craftsmanship, so first off, this is a made in Vietnam New Balance shoe, and the suede that they use on this shoe felt pretty nice to the touch. Like I mentioned in the beginning, it's a very nice thick cut of suede, and I have to say I was pretty pleased with the overall quality of the materials. Yes, they did use synthetic leather on the shoe, but the 1906 is meant to be more of a performance looking sneaker, which explains the use of the mesh and the synthetic leather. But in terms of the build and the craftsmanship on this pair, I honestly had zero complaints. The stitch job was flawless, the panels were consistently shaped, and the paint job was good as well, so I really had zero complaints about this pair, so kudos to New Balance's Vietnam factory. So with all that out of the way now, let's toss these on feet. I'll lace them up and I'll show you guys how these look. The thing I love most about this Turtledove colorway in the protection pack is that this pair arguably is the most subtle of the 4 colorways. The upper really blends in together, so you don't really see the ripped up aesthetic as clearly as the other colorways, and that's something I kind of really appreciated. My personal favorite is still the Castle Rock colorway. I really like the different tones of gray that they utilize on that pair, and for me, I'm not the biggest fan of a black colored midsole, but I think in this case, it really works well together. With such a subtle upper, the midsole adds a bit more punch to the shoe, and obviously given the color palette of this shoe with cream, gray, and black, it's a pretty versatile looking colorway, and one that you can pair with a wide array of outfits too. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think about this Turtledove colorway and the New Balance 1906R or D in the Refined Future pack. Of the 4 colorways, what is your personal favorite, and how would you rank these compared to the other 3? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram as well at esgo8, check out my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you everyone for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review and hopefully it helped you in some way, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.